This review is on the movie Kill Boksoon. I'm the anchor guy, and I'm going to tell you like it is. Boksoon is a ruthless female assassin who works for a transnational corporation from the Korean Peninsula. Boksoon's contract is ending soon, and department chairman Chai is anxious for Boksoon to leave. One thing Boksoon promised her boss, MK Min Kyu, having a child would not affect her work. Right away, I realized the director wanted the best of everything for this film, especially the cinematography. Boksoon has a daughter who has her own opinion. Boksoon tries so hard to communicate with her. Deep down, Boksoon don't want her daughter to end up like her. The audio people were excellent in the film Kill Boksoon. When Boksoon's daughter opened the skinny can to take a drink, the sound of opening the can was there, but the audio engineer followed the tab to lightly touch the aluminum can. Loved it. That's what I'm saying about this film. It was all about the details. The director placed to make a wonderful experience for the audience. The director had a lot of elaborate work put into sets with very little time on the silver screen. Even the steamy food on different tables looked delicious enough to eat. I didn't know 99% of the time what the food was or tasted like, but it looked good. Loved the humor that was sprinkled into this serious-minded drama action film. Example, in Boksoon's first fight, she handed the Japanese-born Korean assassin on the street a Holy Grail samurai sword, and she selected an axe out of the back of her SUV. The man made a comment about the weapons, and Boksoon said, "No big deal, I just bought it today at a hardware store." She went on to tell him she has to hurry this fight up before her supermarket closes. Oh, gee whiz. Another touch of humor I noticed, Boksoon made a split in her waitress dress to give her more leg room when fighting. It was a conscious effort on Boksoon to make the fight more real. All fights in this film was choreographed to perfection. Of course, some were unbelievable, but all of them is a worth watch. Seriously. Talking about the fight scenes, 3 of them were choreographed excellently. But the moving scenery was around the fighting was something else to behold. I never saw anything like that before. It was like a mystic show. When making crucial decisions, Boksoon runs different scenarios in her mind, showing her how they might go and what decisions she makes. One time, Boksoon found cigarettes in her daughter's dirty clothes. One scenario Boksoon had dealing with the cigarettes was Boksoon pulled 2 cigarettes out and handed her daughter one, and Boksoon lit hers and started smoking. Years ago, as a parent, I can tell you that does not work. I did the same thing with my oldest, and it bit me in my ass because it made me half sick, but I still wanted more. It took me almost a year to quit smoking again. Usually when Boksoon comes out of her scenario, something subtle in the background will happen to let the audience know Boksoon is back to reality. Boksoon belongs to an organization like her friends at the restaurant who represent different companies, and under the rules of MK. MK is Min Kyu, which he told all the companies they only have 3 rules to obey. There are different levels for assassins along with different payouts. Let's say skill level A gets higher fees than level B. Boksoon is a level A, and she shows it by driving a Mercedes-Benz G-Class SUV costing around $140,000. Whoa. The first act in the film was exciting and slightly getting to know the characters. The second act was a little slow. It was more or less philosophical between Boksoon and her daughter, Boksoon dealing with her personal problems, and coping with what is happening at her company. The third act starting out impressive and twisted. I enjoyed this film very much. Out of an alphabetic score, I give the film Kill Boksoon a B+. For me, it's a rewatchable movie. There are no subtitles. The dialogue is English. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you viewing and value your comments.